Welcome to the Knights of the Porg Republic game reports. I'm Andy V, and we have Jarrad H here.
Hey guys.
This is Wave 2 Championship games, recorded at the Hobby Matrix on the 9th of March. This is using the January points update, but no Wave 3 yet. We're trying out a new method of presenting the games. We've sped up the entire game about 1.75 times, and the planning phase is about 4 times as fast. Let us know what you think, if you like this sort of presentation of the games and if it's better for you to watch. We're also tracking the dice variance down the bottom. It will show up green when they are above average or rolling above average, and it will show up red when the players are rolling below average. So in this game, we've got David versus Gary. David's playing Kylo Ren with supernatural reflexes and advanced optics. Quickdraw with fanatical pattern analyzer, special forces gunner, and fire control system, and Null. And Gary is flying Wedge with swarm tactics and the S-foils. Garvin with the S-foils, a Red Squadron veteran with the S-foils, and Saw with Leia and Pivot Wing.
Yeah, so these are both pretty good lists. David's being very high initiative. 5, 6, and a 7, which is quite handy to see where your opponent's going. And then versus Gary with 3 X-Wings and then the U-Wing. It's that Rebel
salad.
Yeah, Rebel health. The X-Wings seem to go very well. They don't necessarily normally die from a single wave unless it is a big alpha, but they can normally take a fair bit of a punch, and then they can deliver quite a good punch as well. And then having the U-Wing following with Leia, so that you can go in, and then you can pop Leia, do UK turns, get behind them, and still have that action economy.
Yeah, Leia is crazy good for 2 points.
Oh yeah, it's so cheap, and what it brings to the table, it's also it's a play that your opponent has to then try to predict as well, and thinking on when it will happen.
Definitely.
So you can.
I've been caught out by forgetting that my opponent has Leia, and right in that moment where you don't think it's going to happen, it all happens, and just the ability to even be able to K-turn while you're still stressed is crazy.
Oh yeah,
it's almost an auto include, or you want to find a way to include it on every rebel.
That's why U-Wings are now so popular with hyperspace, and just having that carrier. And then you've got certain abilities with Saw, which is really good with the X-Wings. It's a high possibility that they do get damaged, and it gives them another mod.
Yeah, the late game mod with the Saw is probably valuable.
Yeah. And so now looking at this approach, Gary's looking at coming in through these rocks and then maybe hoping to catch Quickdraw, trying to go around. As is. Quickdraw is going to go around the rocks. And then looking at where. So I don't know if Kylo is going to come through the rocks as well now, especially seeing where all of Gary's ships are going.
Yeah, I think Kylo may want to try the flank.
Yeah.
So it looks like David's trying to bait Gary into engaging with Quickdraw and Null, and hopefully Kylo is, getting in behind them and taking the other flank, so he'll sort of have a pincer onto Gary's ship.
Yeah. So now that front X-Wing will have to either go left or right, or he does the one forward in the barrel rolls, but he still has to pick a left or right. And if he does go right, I think maybe he does go right to try to catch Quickdraw. If you can get multiple ships on Quickdraw and you can get rid of those shields as soon as possible, he then is nowhere near as scary.
Yeah, that's right. But with Fanatico as well, it's not as scary, but it's still a ship not to forget about once the shields are gone.
Yeah, Null is not that scary. Being just a tie, it's just that 2 dice. It's not, and nothing very special. It just gets to shoot first.
Yeah. The only benefit, or one of the main benefits of that, would be to strip tokens before Gary gets to fire. Oh, that looks like it'd be close on the rock.
Oh, bit of a bump. Yep. But that's pretty good to miss that rock.
Definitely. It looks like Gary's trying to widen the area of, or like widen his kill box and open up the area. So if Kylo does come in on the flank, he's got it covered.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And just looking at the way these ships are being flown, yeah, Gary's doing really well of trying to keep those arcs around.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then David's trying to be a little bit more cagey about his approach. He's not being too... Oh yeah, so he's done...
I think he was testing if he could sloop.
He's gone back around that way. Oh, okay then. It was just testing.
So I think David's best or preferred option was to sloop to get that extra turn of Gary coming into Quickdraw.
Oh,
but
we got first roll, do we?
Oh,
yep. Oh, that's pretty bad luck. Of
one crit on.
So Wedge already down a shield.
That is not good for Wedge. So that looks like Null was just out. And he's target locked to rock. Gary's checking for swarm tactics, which looks to be just out as well. So Null has no shot. And then Quickdraw onto... I think it's onto Wedge.
Yeah, I think Wedge is probably the best to try to... Yep, so
one shield and one damage card onto Wedge.
2 into Wedge.
So 3 hits. And Quickdraw spends 1 focus.
Oh.
So Saw's shooting. Hit crit. Oh. So takes 1. Kylo takes 1.
Oh, just dropped out. Back. So what have I missed?
So Kylo took 1 shield.
Yep. And what did Quickdraw take from Wedge?
Quickdraw 2 shields.
Good one.
I've missed a couple of rolls of Gary's defense dice, but so yeah, back to
that.
Yeah, so I guess a decent round of damage there. 1 shield off of Kylo and 2 shields off a quick draw.
Yeah.
And Wedge is hurting.
Yeah.
I guess still with 3 hull left, he's not out of the game yet. And it'd be interesting, is this the turn that Gary uses late? 4K with Wedge?
No, I don't think so.
Maybe
Not yet.
with...
I think what he could do, yeah. I think nearly actually bumping with Wedge onto quick draw could actually be really beneficial.
Yeah. Although quick draw's moving before Wedge, isn't he?
Ah, yes, true. Maybe.
So it looks like he's going for the kill quick draw.
He's going in for quick draw. But now this is probably a scary spot for Kylo to be. Yeah, Kylo's probably out.
Yeah.
He doesn't want... Oh, no. No, he's...
Oh, a supernatural boost and then a 1 turn.
Yep.
And it looks like quick draw's going very fast in.
Oh, that's, yeah, a lot faster than I had
I'm guessing
thought.
he will probably focus and change arc.
I don't know though, but if Wedge has gone slow and just bumps straight into him, and then quick draw has no shot.
Yeah, so changing the arc to...
Yeah.
Because it doesn't look like he's got arc on the Red Squadron veteran.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's got arc on anybody.
And yeah, that's a bump from Wedge, which I think is probably the most ideal thing for Gary at this moment.
Oh yeah, definitely. So then if he can get that last shield off quick draw now, that is perfect for him. The quick draw not having that return, not being able to shoot anybody when losing shields is definitely the worst outcome for him.
Yeah.
And now here's, do you shoot at Garvin trying to strip his focus?
Yeah, that probably would be a good idea.
Yeah, because then he's going to shoot at quick draw. If you can get rid of his mods.
So 2, and then he's
2 blanks.
Spent that. So Saw takes 1 damage.
1 damage.
4 hits into quick draw. Ouch. I think that's, unfortunate for quick draw right there. So that is a range 1 from Kylo onto Saw for 2 hits and a crit.
Oh well.
And 1 evade from Gary.
Oh.
Now, I think Gary is doing the return shot onto Kylo and spending the focus for 4 hits. And Kylo spends the focus with 3 evade. So that's probably the best thing for Kylo, taking 1 more shield.
Yeah.
And yeah, still an interesting game. Not sure. I guess this is the layer turn. Doing probably a 4K on Red Squadron. And maybe also Wedge, but probably all of the X-Wings would do a 4K. And Saw maybe just stop. I guess Kylo will barrel roll to the right of the rock.
Yeah, I would think. I think that's probably what he's hoping for. But then does Saw actually rotate 90 degrees up towards Null?
Yeah, so Gary has activated Leah.
Yep. Oh yeah, yeah. That's quite good. Getting in behind his ships now.
And I'm guessing Wedge. Wedge might bump with a 4K.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll be doing a Talon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 3 Talon would probably be really good.
Yeah.
But then he's in the front. That's it. Probably.
Yeah, so he's barrel rolling right.
Yeah.
And then the guess would be that he's
okay.
boosting. So getting the
stress.
stress. And then doing a 2-turn.
Oh yeah.
Clears it and then does his normal action. Kylo doing Kylo things.
Oh yeah, he probably knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to do the slope, he's just going forward and probably
evade.
Focus or evade.
Yeah. Because now Fanatical's working.
Yeah, true. He'll get the sort of offensive mods.
So just a 2-turn.
Yep.
Yeah, a 3 Talon would have worked as well, but then maybe wouldn't have had any shot.
Yeah, true. And I think he's probably just going after Null a bit here as well.
Yeah. So Wedge's Swarm Garvin.
Yep.
So range 3 into Wedge. 1. So I think that was nothing on Wedge.
Okay.
And then a range 3 onto Null, I think. So into Quickdraw.
Okay, yep. That is still in there.
I think 2 crits and a hit onto Null.
Ooh. And evades.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Kylo with 1. Rerolls.
So stops 1.
Damage sensor.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch that. So that is a range 3, I think, from the red squadron onto Null. That's hit crit and a focus rerolled into a focus. And that's 3 blanks and an evade, so he takes a crit.
Okay, so Null took 1.
Yeah. So he is still not damaged
he's still
yet.
good.
So he's still moving at 7 and shooting at 7. Yeah, so I think in this situation, probably another stop from the U-Wing from Saw?
Well, I think nearly even that stop and turn around, and then you might be able to catch Kylo if Kylo decides to come in.
Yeah, and then maybe another a 2-turn may get wedge on that rock.
Yeah.
I think maybe wedge needs to do the K-turn this turn.
But it depends on where Null is going. It's either you ignore Null for now and just try and catch Kylo.
Yeah.
But it is hard with Supernatural. There's so many different places he can get to.
That is true. And I guess with Garvin and the Red Squadron, probably a 2 forward is probably the best option, or even just a 1 bank should. Oh, going even faster than that.
Yeah, jump over the top, so then at least gets in action. And now he's covering that inside that rock there. If Kylo decides he wants to chase onto Saw there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then you can just follow, yeah. And Garvin following Quickdraw there.
No, so 1.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's done that. He's turned around.
Yeah.
And
yeah, probably really hoping.
Kylo probably wants to get out of there.
Yeah, I think Kylo is going to.
I guess it depends on the maneuver that David has dialed in.
Yeah.
If he's turned into it, then oh yeah, 5 straight. I'm guessing he's going to boost around. Oh yeah, and then probably didn't need the focus, I would think. Especially with the Force, it might have been better to stay.
Yeah, true.
And stay unstressed.
Yeah. Yeah, now Quickdraw's got that range.
Is the 5 straight a blue maneuver on Kylo?
Yes, it is.
So it probably would have been smarter for him to take the Supernatural. Oh no, he can't do that, can he? He can't focus, I don't think.
Yeah.
It's only a boost. So it looks like Null's out of Arc of Saw.
Ooh.
And that's just out of Swarm Tactics range.
Ouch.
So Quickdraw's just out, it looks.
Yep.
So.
Oh, so it's not.
Ooh. Is that just range 3 on Kylo?
Oh, looks like it might be. Yep. Okay, I think they did.
So here, yeah, they had the lock on the wrong one.
Spin that lock. For 1 hit. I think it's pretty safe. Yep. Gets his 2 evades. Oh, good one. 3. Oh. Okay, so you can evade 1. So Null takes 1.
I missed that. What did Gary roll?
3 hits.
So back to dials. I guess. Yeah, it's Quickdraw's in an interesting position.
Yeah, Quickdraw is now. So Garvin's going to come in. Yeah, so Null being 0 now. He's going to turn around. Ooh. Jarrad looks like he's picked where Null would be.
Yeah, that should be the end of Null.
Yeah.
And Garvin is just hoping to get Quickdraw in the arc. So Kylo. Just turning in. Nice. It's interesting.
Oh, yeah, it's a wedge just turned around there.
And Quickdraw.
Ooh. Didn't quite pick Quickdraw going in that quick.
Yeah. I guess Quickdraw's got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Except for like half points. So I guess
I wonder if Wedge has a shot.
You'd probably want to pile onto Saw, like it looks like he's doing.
Yeah, try and get those points.
Range 2 onto Saw. So that is a hit and 2 focuses. He re-rolls into a crit.
Oh, yeah. Hit, crit.
And then Gary rolled 2 focus and evade. So the crit is...
We got fuel leak.
Fuel leak, yep. Wedge has no shot. Kylo going into Saw.
And then go that fourth. Yep, so I think that Saw is... Yep, so fuel leak goes off. Yep. Another one.
So yeah, crit and then fuel leak.
Yep.
So he's taken quite a lot. That is definitely a dead Saw. So 4 into Null at range 1. That is 3 focus and a hit. Reroll into 4 hits. And that's 2 so blanks and an evade.
Tomorrow on Null, 3. And that's a dead Null.
Yep. Yeah. It's still
taking Saw in that round is actually going to hurt Gary quite a lot because now he can't just turn around so easy.
And that round would have been just where Leia regened all the charges. So that was the right thing to do. Get rid of Saw.
Yeah.
And now that Garvin and Red Squadron Veteran aren't damaged yet, Saw's ability didn't really proxy at all, or like proc at all.
Yeah, no, I don't think it did. Wedge might have had 1 reroll at some point, but yeah. See, now he's got his guns in the right way, but no mods can really hurt.
Oh, definitely.
So he's going to do that supernatural. Right. So Kylo's out.
It makes sense to get him out of there rather than get shot.
Yeah. And there you go.
And I assume
David's sort of seen that turnaround, and he wants as much space.
Although Gary might be aggressive with Wedge.
Yep.
But at the same time, it's like, do you trade Wedge for Quickdraw or?
Yeah, that's the...
So
he was hoping to catch. Oh, yeah, so he's closed, so he can probably do that boost.
Yeah.
And dodge that arc, yeah.
And that looks like it should just be dodged. Yeah. And then in this turn, I'm guessing Gary's hoping that the other two X-Wings will take Quickdraw off.
Yeah. And I think he's got his arc to the front.
Yes. Yeah, that's no good for Gary at the moment, but
yeah.
This is probably where Wedge would Talon roll. Maybe right. And then the other two X-Wings would just have to... Probably 2 banks.
Yeah.
Kylo, I've got no idea. I'm guessing he's going to run towards the bottom of the board. And Quickdraw maybe wants to get out of there as well.
Well, yeah, I think that Kylo probably doesn't want anything to do with this, especially in this late game. He doesn't want to give up that half points. I nearly would have said a 1 forward and then the barrel roll with Garvin just then. And then you could have got the focus.
Yeah.
Like stress for the focus. But Quickdraw is probably out. Quickdraw is probably running.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah. Although it looks like he still may be in arc.
I saw he's turned around. He actually did a 3 sloop then.
I would have assumed just a 3 bank and get out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that sort of dodged the arc in a 4K. So Garvin will probably have a range 3 obstructed on Quickdraw.
Yeah. I wonder who he's going to go for. Probably just the same. Nothing anyway.
So Garvin
Kylo
shooting.
Nothing. Oh, yeah. Ooh, 2. No, I evaded that.
What did David roll then?
3 evades and a blank.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, Quickdraw's been pretty hard to kill for Gary at the moment.
Yeah, and now I think Red Squadron, either you put him in a place to try to block Quickdraw. That might be the best spot. So you could do maybe like the 3 bank and try and block where Quickdraw's going to... Because Quickdraw will probably try to do... Oh, that's risky. Yep.
I wouldn't have thought Quickdraw would have tried a 1 forward. Just because that angle looks like a 1 forward would have ended up on the rock for Quickdraw.
Yeah. And I reckon he'd probably go for the 2 bank and then try and barrel roll.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting if Kylo turns in, because David really needs the points.
Yeah. Well, David's winning at the moment.
Yeah, sorry, Gary really needs the points.
Yeah. I know, so he's gone the 3 straight. Oh, that's dangerous spot for Quickdraw. Very
dangerous. I guess you barrel roll out of that?
Or evade and hope. Because, he won't be able to get out of his arc. He will need that mod. I think more.
That's true, yeah.
Oh, he might have. He must have just hit the rock, maybe? No?
I thought he evaded and rotated his turret.
Oh, I just don't see a token. Oh. Oh, yep. He did. Oh, and yeah, I think.
So panicked pilot.
Oh, panicked.
So Kylo. Two evades from Gary. Nice. Spend the focus to 3.
Come on.
And 2 evades. 2 blanks.
2 blanks. Ouch.
Yeah. So that looks like a dead Quickdraw.
Oh, wow. Yep.
So I think that made, Gary just win.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's pretty amazing, that last. Getting the win on that last roll there.
Yeah, that was very lucky for Gary. A good game. Interesting game. Thanks for watching, everyone, and let us know if you like the new format. Yeah, if you want to see more like that, let us know. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.